Hello again. Dangerous writers, full of free spirits, over men, over women. This is going to be a very, very short one. I see I've only got 7 minutes here. I want to talk today a little bit as I'm walking in the countryside about where a romantic, by which I mean someone of an artistic disposition, someone sensitive, should live and how they should live. The other day I was walking in a nature reserve and could hear cars all the time, and it struck me that although I'm living in this beautiful part of northern Portugal, it's not really an escape from modernity, and I was just wondering if there's anywhere that is still. And I'm not necessarily going to give any answers. In fact, my idea really here is just to ask questions in the spirit of Montaigne's essay, which means an attempt, if you like, an investigation into a question. I'd be very interested to hear if you have any ideas on it. So my name is Gary Craig Powell. I'm a writer, the author of Stoning the Devil and Our Parent Who Art in Heaven, and the blog Write Dangerously. And welcome again. Please like, please subscribe, please comment. That none of those cost you anything, and they help the channel a lot. So a little over a year ago, I went to Jena in Germany, the former East Germany, Thuringia it is actually now, largely because that was where the Romantic movement really began. I'd gone partly to see an exhibition of paintings by Caspar David Friedrich, one of the great Romantic painters, and in my view one of the greatest painters of all time, and certainly one of my favorites. But Jena was also, in the 1790s and early 1800s, a place where an astonishing constellation of philosophers, poets and writers gathered. There was Fichte and Schelling, the Schlegel brothers, Novalis, Schiller. Goethe lived 15 or 20 miles away at Weimar, but spent extended periods in Jena, often staying at his friend Schiller's house. Beethoven would visit. I mean, it was just I think Hegel did too. I'm less no, Hegel's later, I think. But anyway, an astonishing grouping of people who really challenged a lot of Kantian philosophy, particularly championed a much closer relationship with nature. I was just wondering, is there any way you can really do that today? I mean, most of the artists these days are gathered in the metropolises. The successful ones are gathered mainly in London, New York, I think LA. The new sort of podcast digital media stars are all in Austin, I think. I mean, these are all ghastly places, places that I think no really sensitive person would want to be, because they're big cities, they're noisy, they're mechanized, there is no nature there, and most of the people have an incredible uniformity of views. So I was just wondering, you know, are there any places like Jena left? Are there any places like Florence in the 15th century left? Are there any places like Athens in the 5th century BC, where you had this incredible grouping of geniuses who sort of fed off each other and encouraged each other? They were friends. They didn't necessarily agree on everything. I mean, I can't think of anywhere. I'd love to know if there were one. When I lived in the States, I used to think that a college town was the closest thing to that, and I lived in one and enjoyed it for many years. But of course, I was then very left-wing and like nearly all the other college professors, so I fitted in just fine. I wouldn't now, with all the censorship there is. Anyway, please leave me your comments and suggestions, and before I go, I'll recommend a couple of books. So one of them is this one, Andrea Wolf's Magnificent Rebels, which is about the Jena group. If you like that, you might want to read Novalis's novel, Heinrich von Ofterdingen, or Penelope Fitzgerald's The Blue Flower. And with that, I'm going to have to sign off because I'm running out of battery space. So till next time, fellow free spirits, dangerous writers, over men and over women, bye bye.